ready for the Blackout Part 2?
Come to this blackout ready to have fun.
In July 16th in Atlanta, Georgia.
It's almost time for the blackout. Hey, is you ready for the blackout? Hey.
Because a real bitch would say, pause, wait a minute. Do you actually know me? Because why are you asking me about my baby daddy?
And the magical world of
And the magical world of all Where did she find her? I would love for them to invite us back more because I want to ask her, where did you find Miguel? Where did you find and Bruno Mars rapping money? You found, it was like finding Where's Waldo. Really? Because they usually, they're usually more because, you know, with inflation and all that.
You know, they give you 6 for a quarter. They used to
five, right. Oh, so that's why. Oh, wow. But still, I would have thought it would have been more.
Yeah, so go let's go and get your own.
But we're not going to be stingy with a quarter an hour.
Oh, yes, the fuck I am. I ain't eat all that. This my lunch right here. You know I'm kidding.
I was about to say.
Because you know I just had a sandwich, yo. And I had my little cocktail right here for me. You know. What's going on, YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a new video. I hope you guys had a good week. I had a good week. I watched a lot of good shows this week. I want to start this video off talking about the Blackout, which is July 16th. Tickets are now $25 if you would like to attend. Please send your $25 PayPal payment to sweetandgreetc@gmail.com. You don't have to have a PayPal account to pay for your ticket. You can go to paypal.com, click on the middle part. It's a tab that says send money, and you can send it to sweetandgreetc@gmail.com. And the Blackout is July 16th. The time is from 3 to 8. It includes myself, Sweet Addictions TV, Much Love from Kentucky, Forest Rocks, Wade TV, Jamar84. Oh my God. See, I hate when I gotta keep naming all of these names.
You don't have to, just say.
But everybody, child, MessyMylès, MissPTV. I feel like I'm missing somebody, and they probably gonna get my ass. Nunu, the special guests, Alonzo, Lerone, and Brian B. They will be there at the Blackout. Again, it's $25. Send your PayPal payment to sweetandgreetc@gmail.com. Hope to see you there this summer. So let's get into this video. First thing I want to start with.
That's cute.
Yeah, I took that from the party, this YouTube party.
That's really cute.
You know me, I had to get my Nino on right there.
You tried. Don't try her. Don't try her.
You know she want to get somebody on camera. I said, no, you can't do that.
Who she want to get on camera?
Who tried it this week?
Oh yeah, she did.
Oh my God, they need to turn that fucking heat off.
Yeah, I told you it's hot. You gonna tell me? Oh no, it's not hot.
Oh no,
it's very hot.
No, it's hot.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
It's hot as hell.
I feel like I was walking to an oven.
Oh my God.
Your mom just hunched over like it ain't nothing.
She downstairs?
No, she in her room on the bed looking at some papers. Your mom be trying me when I speak to her too. I'm like, hey, she be like, hey.
Hey, Madison.
Yo.
I need y'all to turn that heat down because it is hot in my room.
All right, I got you, baby.
Thank
I got you, baby cakes.
Bye,
Come on,
girl.
it's on 78, turn it off.
Turn it to, how about off?
I hung up.
Why would you do that?
Because she was talking.
She was talking to her own?
Yeah, all you need to tell her is turn it down. That's it. Well, turn it off. How about that?
All right.
You don't need to be on. It's nice outside.
Who is it? What?
Wait.
Bitch, I said what?
And I said ain't no.
The camera's rolling.
Oh, my bad. Let me use my charger for 5 minutes. What's that?
Remy.
Tell them I'm on my bike.
We wasn't there, so we can't tell them.
How many years ago?
That's a shame. You're sad. Oh, have a nice show.
You got the adapter?
Well, whatever.
She don't need my adapter. Make sure you bring back my cord.
Right.
I agree.
So what were you just talking about?
Oh, James Jackson.
Oh, that's what we're gonna start it off with?
Yes. I mean, no. We could wait for her.
No, let's start with her.
Let's start, because we got a couple of stories to go through.
Mm-hmm.
So, Janet Jackson released a video at 6 a.m. I noticed that Janet has her team release shit at 6 o'clock in the morning for Eastern time every time. But anyway, so you know this was planned.
Like everything else.
Yes,
Go ahead.
but girl, she tried it.
Go ahead.
But I understand.
Go ahead.
So Janet Jackson released this video explaining why, I believe this is why she canceled her European tour. This is not canceling the North American tour because Live Nation or Ticketmaster have not sent me my money back yet. I remember when Janet canceled Philly, they had that money in my account right away. So none of the dates have changed for North America. So this was for her European tour, or her being overseas. But this video should have came out. But she was explaining on video that she and her husband Wissam were planning to start a family, and she apologized to the fans or whatever. But she was saying that she needs to do this right now, working on a family. She thanked her band and stuff, which made it look like to me. It made it seem like to me like, well, damn, is this tour over? Because she's taking the band, she's taking the dancers, the directors, and all of that stuff. So me waking up, I literally woke up. It was messages on my phone, and I had all of these goddamn notifications about Janet Jackson. So then in itself, when you see in this video, it's frustrating and it's irritating. Because when you watching the video, she says she's planning on starting a family, and it's like, why now? Why would you do this in the middle of a tour? You got people all hyped up to see you and stuff, and it's like, I'll be like, since I got fucked over with the Rock With You tour, I've always been like, well, I hope she don't cancel, I hope she don't cancel, I hope she don't postpone, I just hope. Like, this has been going on for the past 8 years. In some cities, she's been doing it, and then postpone, cancel, delay, postpone. Like, no, like, this is not what you want your tour legacy to be. Someone who you don't know if they're going to show up or not. And as a fan, it's very frustrating because, you know, you want to see your girl, like, yes, bitch, she came to my city, she wore it out. I can't wait for you know, for her to come to your city and all this and that. But child, when you sit next to a bitch like this, you know, they be like, see, I told y'all she was going to cancel and she ain't got it together.
I did.
And it's a hot ass, yes, bitch, and she loves every minute of it.
No,
because I'm frustrated.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Because it's like, it's a frustrating thing. But then again, I do understand. Like, we don't really know what happened because the first leg got complete. Maybe 3 shows got canceled or, you know, rescheduled, right? So I figured like, okay, so, you know, the show was over like in November. Maybe this is during that time. I don't know if she's actually pregnant or she got the IVF treatments to, you know, have someone else carry for her or whatever. We don't know what the case is. So now we still like, bitch, well, who's going to have this baby? What's actually going, like, still in limbo. Don't know what the fuck is going on. So as a fan, it's frustrating because when you don't have all the facts and people could just attack your girl and you can't defend her, except for, you know, family first. That's the only thing. No, but bitch, people spent their money and, you know, they making plans to see Janet or, you know, probably bought tickets, plane tickets and everything, and they don't know if she's going to be there or not. That's kind of fucked up. From a fan, I'm not going to bite this tongue, okay? I have to tell y'all that that's not right. It's very unfair to the fans to not know exactly what's going on. If Janet is pregnant, nobody can be upset with that. We will be happy, like, well, bitch, finally. And then we really have to pray because at 49, that's a high risk pregnancy. So maybe, we don't know. But I'm going to let Mikkel say what you have to say.
Well, I mean, I agree with everything you said. I really do. I was shocked because I thought I was going to walk into you saying something totally different and then me having to go in on you. But I agree with everything you said. You made perfect sense. First and foremost, I agree with you when you say that if she's starting a family, that's a beautiful thing. More power to her and her husband if they are, you know. I don't know if she's actually pregnant. Nobody knows. But whatever the case may be, whether she's pregnant, IVF treatment, or adoption, whatever the case may be, congratulations to her and her husband. Now, we'll put that to the side. I said a while ago that something like this was going to happen. I did, didn't I? Because there were a lot of people hitting me up saying, oh my God, you predicted it. I did. I didn't predict it because I wanted to sabotage this tour. I predicted it because this is something that has happened before. And when it's an ongoing issue with the same person, it's like every tour she goes on. I think since I've met you, how many tours have she had since we've known each other?
Third tour.
The third tour. And I think every tour,
There's been cancellations,
postpones. So it's like it's an ongoing thing. Planning a family, like she said in the video, her words, not ours, her words. Planning a family is something that takes time. It's something that you actually sit out and plan. I have a few people at my job who paid to go to see Janet Jackson, and one of the nurses and one of the women in my department both said they don't want any postponed shows. They want their money back.
Yeah, you can't get your money back if you ain't get the insurance. So until it's canceled.
I'm glad you said that because now I can go to work and tell them that. Because they want their money back. They're like, it was postponed in February, and now this.
They might be able to get their money back because they can't do February. They should call Ticketmaster.
But the show that they did was February. That was postponed until August.
Yes, and if you can't, well, she can get her money back because she actually changed it. But for my city, we don't. Because I'm going to.
You're not coming here.
Yeah, I'm going to Atlantic City.
Yeah.
So I can't do nothing yet. So if they change the date, then I can get my money
And
back.
the two of them are like, listen, we don't even want to wait until August. We just don't want to go see her anymore because they don't know what's going to happen from April to August. They just don't know. So they want their money back. And they want me to find out how they can get it back. And I told them, but I have tickets to see Beyonce. I don't know how y'all get money back from Janet.
Well, shit, I was like, if Janet's going to cancel,
if
she's going to cancel, please give me my money so I can go get my Beyonce.
And I don't know. But what I need to say is that Janet Jackson, I just need for her, someone made a really good point today at work, and they was like, you know what? Why doesn't Janet do a tour where it's just a limited amount of cities that she can do and then let that be done? Why does she have to do this European tour and then this American tour, knowing damn well that once she starts the U.S. tour, she's going to be postponing and canceling? And I agree, because it just seems like Janet Jackson just cannot fulfill her obligations. It's very unfortunate when you have fans who purchase tickets, not just for the city that they live in, but from places, all over. Now, granted, I will say this. Somebody made an interesting observation today at work, because this was a big topic at my job today for some strange reason. But then I work with a lot of older girls. But someone made a very interesting observation. Now, I don't know how well Janet Jackson's tickets have been selling. I don't know.
They've been selling out shows.
Okay, selling out shows. Someone said, well, do you think that some of her shows that's been postponed or canceled may be due to the fact that people are not buying? Not that they don't want to see her, but because the older girls don't pay money like that for shows like they did years ago.
Well, her shows are cheap.
Well, I don't know how much the tickets are. And I thought that was a good observation, because it's like tickets today at concerts for today are not the same price as they were 20 years ago. So I thought that was a good observation. But you're telling me that they're cheap.
Janet tickets was like $35 to $150.
Yeah, that's very cheap. Yeah, you're right. But it's unfortunate because it's like Janet Jackson, you put people in this predicament where they're like, I don't even want to support you when it comes to shows anymore, because it's like, we don't know if we're going to get you or if we're not going to get you. Is Trump going to be president or is he not going to be president? Is Janet going to show up or is she not going to show up? Is Mikhail going to wear his hat today or is he not going to wear it? It's just like, what is going on? And then, listen, I understand it's a beautiful time for her. And that video, she was happy that she made. But that video made a lot of people upset, because they're like, listen, we understand that you're starting a family, but you're smiling, and, we're not smiling because now we got plane tickets that we can't get our refunds back. We got tickets to your concert that we don't know if we can get our show back, to get our money back. You know what I mean? It's very, very unfortunate. And I think that, I'm going to just say this, and some of y'all may not like it, but I think that Janet Jackson, if she does continue this tour, I think this should really be her last tour, because it's becoming a problem where every time she goes on tour, she's, I have to stop because of this. I have to stop because of that. And it's like, listen, baby. If you already started planning this family, you knew good and well what you were doing, which means that you should not have started this tour up. Now, I would be all for Janet if she had a medical emergency or a family emergency. That's something that you can't predict. But when you're planning something, that means that this has been going on for a while. So if you've been planning this, then why would you start up your European show? Should have been the last show. Because once you came into 2016, that means that you and your husband were already getting ready to start this family. And you knew that you weren't going to be able to fulfill all those tour date obligations. Yes, you said, okay, I postponed it, but February to August for the Philly shows, that's a big time difference. Who's to say if people are going to have a job in August? Who's to say if they're even going to be...
because the show got extended.
Yeah, but who's to say... Yeah, but the people in February did not get to see a show.
Yeah.
Right or wrong? Right. The people here in Philly did not get to see a show in February like they paid
Nobody.
to see.
Philly,
Nobody
New York,
did.
Boston,
So what I'm saying is, you say February all the way to August. Okay, well, who's to say if I have time off in August? I may not have any time at my job.
Well, you had to get your money back.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Me, when I pay to go see someone, my expectations is not to get my money back. My expectations is to go to a show. So now that I have to get my money back, it's very upsetting because we all know that when you pay, now you said it might be easy, but we all know that sometimes when you pay for things, they take your money just like that, but then it takes you a while to get your money the hell back. You got to go through all these loopholes. You got to call this person and call that person, email that person. Come on, that takes a little bit too much time. Janet Jackson, I think you need to do your fans a favor. If you are going to continue to tour, you need to make sure that everything with you is in tip-top shape. Everything. Because it's not fair to your fans that every time you go on tour, they pay for tickets and then they get 15, 20, 30-second videos of you lying in bed smiling. Talking like, oh, we're starting our family, and this is just a joyous
Don't
moment.
you do that.
And it's like, come on. Are you serious? Like, come on. Let's be for real. We're happy for you that you're starting a family. But at the same time, if this is something that you were planning, like you said, not me, then you should have thought about starting this American tour. Maybe she should have started about the American leg in 2017. Or at the end of 2016.
But then she would have been a mother and...
Okay, Beyonce's a mother. Sierra's a mother.
She's much older.
So, well, then she's
older than them.
Okay, so...
You just can't bounce back just like that.
That's why she should sit down. Because if you're going to start a family at 49, then you need to sit down and raise your child.
Relax. But
because when that child turns 10, Janet Jackson is going to be 60.
What Janet needs to do, or what I would do, I would just take my ass right to Vegas after this.
There you go.
And just be a mother. But see, I don't know what her husband really wants to do. Does he wants to live overseas? But
and that's another thing. Y'all don't know what's going on.
Because she gives y'all her act with her not being able to wear.
And see, Janet Jackson,
costumes
for me, she's like she's like one of those stupid puzzles that has about 15,000 pieces to it. Not one of those regular puzzles that had about 20 pieces, but one of those puzzles that has about 20,000 pieces. Yeah, the jumbo puzzles. Whereas like she gives you, and then you gotta search and find out what the other information's about. Like, okay, you're planning a family. Are you pregnant? If not, then why are you not on tour? If you're adopting, what's going on? Like, I don't understand what's going on.
I don't think it's adopting. I think it's maybe them taking her eggs and maybe putting it to.
But you know what I think? I think that when people pay their money, she should tell what it is. I think she should. I think she should say what it is. I don't think she should make 20, 30-second videos alluding to, oh, we're planning a family. Okay, so are you pregnant? Like, what's going on? We don't know if you're pregnant. It's too many. Well, I can't hear you. I don't know what's going on because I can't hear you. My hair's not done, bitch.
And don't come for my girl.
I'm just saying, what's going on? For real, what's going on? You need to be a little bit more transparent, Janet, with your fans.
And moving on.
And moving. Oh, now he wants to move on. Now he wants to move on.
Moving on.
He called me the other day upset, but then got on Twitter and blasted me. Ain't gonna say, oh, Mikhail's just basking in this whole
he is trying.
Bitch, you were on that phone over it. When I told you on that phone, you got
I was mad because I woke up at 9 o'clock in the morning like, oh my God, everybody keeps
But you got on that internet and tried to make it seem like I was this big bad guy.
Bitch,
but you was
because he don't never post about Janet Jackson. Never.
I get paid to
what
talk
did they
about
say?
Don't I?
And what they say?
Don't we get paid to talk about it?
We all
Let me
do.
tell you something. People hit me up. I can't wait to hear what you have to say.
Bitch, what they say, I can't think of the correct quote, but it goes something like, people don't like to broadcast your success. No, people love to whisper your success, but they love to broadcast.
But we don't need to
your
broadcast my success.
That's what it was.
But you know what I will say?
You don't never post.
There's a good thing, but you know what I will say? There's a good thing that came out of all of this. There really is. There's a good thing that came out of all of this. For those of you that get your money back, the Formation Tour tickets are on sale now at
Are you getting promoted? Paid to promote this damn tour?
and also at StubHub.com. And the show starts April 27th in Miami. So if you don't have a show to go to, you can always go to Beyonce's Formation World Tour. And guess what? Someone, you know, a few people, including Kevin, has been saying, well, you know, you're going to a tour with old songs. You're absolutely right. As of now, we're going to a tour with old songs, but we don't know what may happen in a few weeks. But I will say this: if we do go to a tour with old songs, I can say these two things: A, her tour has been sold out in half the cities that she's going to, and B, she's gonna show up. Next topic.
It's gonna be a good show. I'm gonna be there.
So we're gonna have old songs and an artist that's actually there.
Well, it's gonna be old songs.
We ain't gotta figure out where
we don't know what she's gonna do.
We don't know.
But I'm tired. I'm really tired of her doing.
Yeah, I am tired of waiting.
Like
and shout out to everybody.
For no new album.
Listen, but this just goes to say, go back to what you said a long time ago about Beyonce and in the future doing Vegas, because my argument to that is Beyonce has shown us that she don't have to come out with nothing. All she gotta do is say, I'm going on tour, and that shit's gonna sell out.
Yeah, it's a
but you know who the only type of artists that can do that are the big artists. They can say, I'm going on tour. How you going on tour? What kind of music do you have? I don't have no new music, but I'm going on tour. And people are going to run and buy her tickets. Not only are they going to buy her tickets, but she's now in a stadium tour, and half the stadium cities that she's in has not only sold out, but they had to add extra dates. And some of those extra dates are sold out with no new music. So yes, yeah, she may not have a new album out, but not too many people can do what she's doing.
Sure can.
They sure can.
Well, it's being a different.
I'm just saying.
I know.
Yeah, I'm talking about
Times is way different.
Times is way different, and Janet could do that. And you said except for Adele. You're absolutely right. So that's why Beyonce and Adele and the rest of those artists who can do it are in that same boat. Whereas though the ones who can't do it are over there, to the left, in that corner over there.
In what corner?
Over there with those boxes and bags and shit. Oh, what's going on over here? It's a fire hazard because everything's hot.
Bitch, don't do that. It is hot though. Bitch, don't even bring up no fucking fire. That's the last thing I need to hear about. Anyway, I'm about to Black Girls Rock. So Black Girls Rock came on Tuesday night. I enjoyed that show. I mean, it should be a show where all women, you know, get their women. I mean, get their daughters, and you know, it's a very inspiring show, motivational show. They show women from all different categories, like all different fields of entertainment and what they've done to improve life, not for themselves, business owners. You know, it's a show I love. But I also love the performances. That's one of the main reasons why I watch. Because every time you watch, there's always somebody that just fucking kills it and blows away. Jasmine Sullivan performed her song, Masterpiece Mona Lisa. And what I loved about it is she was in this brown, I don't want to call it a cat suit, but it showed her curves. And then she had different women of all different body sizes dancing as she sung. You fucking did that, Jasmine Sullivan. And she got a standing ovation.
I saw the pictures because I was unable to see Black Girls Rock, but I saw the pictures and I saw some of the clips, and she actually sounded well. I mean, saying that Jasmine Sullivan sounded good is like saying that Barack Obama is black.
Yeah,
we know he's black, and we know Jasmine Sullivan is from Philly first and foremost, and we bred some very good singers. I mean, so it's like that's not really shocked that Jasmine Sullivan sounded good, but I can't wait until it comes back on because I will be.
Yeah, they're gonna show it like 20 million times. Jasmine fucking did that, and you know, to see Gladys Knight, like somebody like Gladys Knight in the audience of Dionne Warwick, like smiling and cheering you on, like bitch, you know you doing.
Dionne was on her, wasn't she?
No, but she was there. I'm gonna get to her in a minute.
Yeah, please get to her.
So, Brandy performed a new song, Begging and Pleading. And it was like she was at the juke joint. Brandy fucking killed that shit. The only thing I'm mad about is they didn't even give her no introduction, bitch. They just went to commercial and came back, and you knew that Brandy was on the screen, And Brandy was just fucking killing. You know, I had to text her like, bitch, you fucking did that. You did, and I don't really text people. And I got a lot of numbers. Stop. No, but I texted like, bitch, you did that. Now she did. And I'm hoping this whole lawsuit situation works out for her. Because Brandy, you cannot just be on the shelf. We need you acting and singing and going on tour. Let's get these tour coins. New music or not. Brandy can go on tour too.
Yeah.
And she should go on tour this summer. What the fuck is going on out there?
She should. So I thought she was on tour overseas. She is doing shows overseas.
Is she?
Yeah, I saw her posted on her Instagram not too long ago.
I know, but look for a while.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Kelly Rowland came out to introduce Gladys Knight. She got a Legend Award, and you know who Kelly Rowland brought out with her, Miss Dionne Warwick,
to present the award to Gladys Knight.
So what's the first thing Dionne said when she walked on the stage?
Oh, bitch! You better do that.
Ow!
I didn't even watch the show. I didn't watch the show. But the way my Twitter feed was blowing up, when people were like, oh my God, Dionne said, hey, and all I could think about was Mikhail and the Scorpion. I'm like, wow. That's when you know you've made an impact.
Yeah. She's like, hey. She's like, hey.
Yeah, that's the old school in her. Virginia Slims and a Pepsi and a bag of plain chips. And hey, Miss Dionne. Hey. She's sitting on her porch with her shades, smoking a Virginia Slim. Hey, hey. That's how I do your mom when I walk in. Hey.
She's like, hey.
Right. His mom is very disrespectful to me. I'm like, hey. She's like, hey. And then 15 minutes later, can you go to the store for me? No, you didn't even speak.
Andra Day. That song, Rise Up, I could never get tired of hearing that song. And I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people were singing that song during graduation. Because that is a perfect graduation song about rising up. And Lauryn Hill, she did her thing. She basically remixed her old stuff. But Lauryn Hill, it is time for some new music. It's been almost 20 years since your studio album. Because I'm not going to count the Unplugged album as a true album because you was fucking up on some parts. And they kept it in there to be on purpose and sold it just like that. So, what I wanted to say was, no, they tried it. So, Rihanna got the Rockstar Award, and I enjoyed her speech. She's like, I don't call myself a role model, she let it be known. Right. But she was just saying, like, black women are not recognized for a lot of stuff. And I said, well, who the fuck wrote this speech? Because I don't never hear Rihanna speak like that. But it was so good to hear her speak.
It probably actually came from the heart rather than being a written speech. You know what I mean?
It was great. I don't see that from her. But Black Girls Rock was a great show. Make sure you're fine. And Tracy Ellis Ross, when you opened up the show, you did that. She did all the girls. She even did her mother. Put the wig on, bitch, and was swirling around. I said, yes, Tracy.
Sometimes I forget that that's actually Diana Ross's mom. Like, I be forgetting that that's her mom. I know her mom probably like, girl, sit your ass down. Because Tracy is retarded. She really is.
I love her. So, Black Girls Rock will be on sometime this weekend. Go check it out. And speaking of Kelly Rowland, now y'all know I had a chance to watch, I'm about to say Black Girls Rock, I had a chance to watch Chasing Destiny with Kelly Rowland and Frank Gatson, the choreographer for all the girls. And, y'all know y'all love my little video or whatever. One of the girls is like, thank you so much. She's from Philly and all of that stuff. So
She saw the video?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the girls. I was like, okay, that's cool. What I was about to say? I had a chance to see it and everything. Y'all heard my perspective, but y'all didn't hear Mikhail's perspective. So,
well, I want to say that first, I didn't get to see the whole show, and I can't wait to actually watch it because I got to see some of it, and I really like where it's going. I know you said it kind of started off slow. I like where it's going. I don't know. I was watching this, and I love Frank and Kelly together, but I love Frank. And I'm going to tell you why I love Frank so much. And Frank, I didn't see the whole show, so I don't know how much talking he did. because I know a lot of people kind of focused in on Kelly because she's Kelly Rowland. But the reason why I love Frank so much, not just because I know him, and I actually do know him, but but I love him so much for this show because a lot of people don't realize that Frank Gatson is actually a legend. He ain't just somebody who, worked with Destiny's Child and got them, he's actually somebody who has been in the game for 40 plus years. Broadway, in Vogue. He's worked with some big people. He's worked with some really big people. And Frank, to me, when you know Frank, and when he's working, when he's critiquing you and he's giving you some shit that you may not like to hear, you know that he's being honest with you. And I like him for that because it's like, if I don't have anybody else in my corner helping me get to where I need to go, I need him here. Frank Gatson, I went to Luke James' show last year, and I remember when I did that review, and I was very, very critical of a lot of things. Not Luke, but just the whole opening act and stuff. And I remember I was tweeting and then I was posting some things on Instagram, just letting y'all know how I was feeling about the show. And Frank DM'd me. And he, and he made sure he let me know when he had a hand in and when he didn't have a hand in. Okay? And me and him were on the same page with a lot of things. You know what I mean? But I like him because you know that it's like, when you saw a few months ago or a few years ago when we saw Brandy working with Frank, you knew that she was working with somebody good because Brandy started to come out of her shell. She was doing a lot. And then even with Fantasia, when a few years ago when we saw Fantasia on the red carpet and stuff and how she was standing and stuff and she wasn't real, you was like, somebody got a hold of Fantasia because she's standing real proper and like a lady. And then you saw some behind the scenes clips of Frank showing her how she should stand on the red carpet. You said, I knew somebody who knew what they was doing was working with Fantasia. Frank knows what he's doing, and I really like him on the show. And it's crazy because I think that I would have really, we never really thought about it or said it, but I think I would have loved to have seen him on American Idol as a judge. Because I think he would have really got some of them girls together. As far as their whole sound, and because let me tell you something, Frank worked with Destiny's fucking Child. He works and still works with them and still works with Beyonce. And let me tell you something too, behind the scenes, he will get her together. Beyonce, he'll get her together. Like, that's not how you do that. That's not how you should do that.
I would rather see him, it's truthful with this is because I know he's going to get them the fuck together when it comes to the...
Because some of them need to be gotten together. Because I was watching some of them and I was like, baby. And you trying to win what kind of...
But when I think of him, I don't think of vocal coach. I look at him more as the choreographer who keeps it together.
No. I agree. No, trust me. I get that. But I'm saying, say for instance, you got somebody on American Idol where you don't just sing, but you got a little... Frank is not just with the whole choreography, he's all about the presentation. Because look at Fantasia. Fantasia didn't dance, but he got her together as far as presenting yourself. How to present yourself when you're on the red carpet, how to present yourself when you're on the stage. Your whole presentation is what makes you a star. Not just your voice, but your look and everything. He was able to mold a lot of these stars. He took a lot of these stars from where they were to where they are now. And a lot of people don't give him that credit because he's a behind the scenes type of person. He's not one of those people that has to be in the limelight. For instance, he was one of those people, remember when we first met him in LA at the Braxton's thing? He was one of those people that really got a hold of Toni Braxton when she first came out. You know what I mean? But I never knew that. Yeah, but I never knew that. Because he's not one of those people that says, oh, this is what I did. He does his things behind the scenes. And then if you know, like, okay, well, thank you. But I get these girls together. And that's what I like about him. That's why I was saying that's what I meant with the whole American Idol thing. Not just the vocals, but the whole presentation. Because some of those girls go on that show and you be like, girl, you don't even know how to stand at a mic. You don't even know how to hold a mic. But no, I think this will be a really cute show. I really do. I really think that Chasing Destiny is going to be a good show. And I do like Frank and Kelly together because they both balance each other out. Kelly the star and the man Frank behind the scenes person who got the star to where she is at. You know what I mean? I think we should all give Chasing Destiny a chance if you didn't see it.
BET Thursdays at 10 p.m.
Yes.
Alright. So you had some stuff about the 9-year-old reporter?
Yes. So I was on CNN the other day on their app, and I came across this. No, not CNN. It was the local news here in Philly. It's 6 ABC, but it was a story, a place outside of Philadelphia. There is this 9-year-old reporter who wrote about a suspected murder in her small Pennsylvania town, and she posted a video defending herself against critics. This little girl's name is I'm going to say Hildy Kate.
Let me see.
Hildy Kate. I can't pronounce her.
I can't look at that. Okay.
Yeah, guys, I can't pronounce.
Hilda.
No, Hildy. Or it could be Hilda. I don't know. This 9-year-old reporter, she got a tip Saturday about something happening in Selins Grove, 150 miles northwest of Philadelphia. She went to the scene to get the details and posted a story and video clip on her website. Soon after, her Facebook page and YouTube channel were clogged with negative comments urging her to play with dolls and have a tea party and questioning her parents' judgment and letting her do such work. She responded in a video saying, "It kind of gets me angry because just because I'm 9 doesn't mean I can't do a great story," she said on Tuesday. "It doesn't mean I can't be a reporter." Hildy has run the Orange Street News since 2014. She gets help from her father, a former reporter for the New York Daily News, and her 12-year-old sister, who handles videos and photos. What started out as a newspaper for her family, Britain and Crayon, has become a community news source complete with website and Facebook page. Yeah, I don't need to really read the rest of it because it doesn't really have anything to do with that. But how do you feel? Because she's been doing this for a while, and people haven't been criticizing her, for her reporting skills or whatever. They only started criticizing her when she went to the scene of a murder and was reporting, what was going on, and then,
Well, as long as she was supervised going to the goddamn scene, then I think that it's fine. Because somebody like, oh my God, I'm getting a little chill from that story. Because somebody like me, I have been watching the news for a long time. I would say like back in the 4th grade, I used to, sometimes I would do my homework on time, but there would be sometimes when I didn't want to write those 10 words each, so I would wake up early in the morning, I'm talking like 4 o'clock in the morning, and this is when like What's Happening will come on Fox and stuff, and then you would switch over 5 o'clock in the morning, you would see Rick Williams and Monica Malpass giving you the 5 a.m. news and all of that stuff. So I'm an old school kind of person. So I've been hooked in the news since then. And it's always been a dream of mine to be a news reporter or work in the news field, and this is kind of like doing that. So someone at 9 years old, I wish I had the talent to even think of, let me have my own newspaper. We didn't have blogs, none of that stuff. But to even be doing such a thing right now, that is great because she has so much experience with this, and then she has a father who is a former reporter for a big newspaper. Like, oh my God, she's gonna have so much. Like, she's gonna be so advanced. And then you got YouTube, so she can do her own thing, and it could be like, so this is what's going on in the world. Oh my God! And people had the nerve to tell her to play with fucking dolls and shit. Who are y'all to tell somebody to give up on their dreams and stuff? And as long as she's being supervised by parents and what she's doing, and they don't care what she's doing, it's fine. Who are y'all to be judging some little kid like that? And then y'all are grown up people and y'all writing a child this shit. What if this is your child? Or what if your child's teacher? No, you can't be that when you grow up because you ain't gonna be the shit. And then you gonna go to the school teacher and curse her the fuck out. But how dare you get behind a keyboard and then ridicule this child? To that little girl, keep doing your motherfucking thing. Keep doing that. Made me mad.
Now, let me just say something. I agree with everything you said, but I think the criticism, not saying that it was right, I think the criticism came from not her being a reporter, but the story that she was covering.
Well,
do you think that a 9-year-old should be covering a murder story?
Let me tell you something.
Because that's
where they about murder.
They do. But she actually went out to the scene. So the criticism came not because of what she. Well, of course she can't go by herself. She's not. But the criticism didn't come that, oh, she's a reporter because she's a successful reporter in her small town. It became because of the particular story that she covered, and a lot of people felt as though a 9-year-old, someone that age, should not be covering a story of that type. Now, granted, yes, I agree with you. Continue to do your thing because, you know, this is going to lead her into a successful career. But do you think a 9-year-old should go out and cover stories like that?
She's very young, but as long as she's being supervised with the story like that, I think that is fine. Because
but also, you know what? Shout out to her parents for supporting her and doing this and doing her whole reporting thing. Because you don't have a lot of parents out there that support their kids in this way. You got a lot of parents that be like, okay, well, you know, they want their kids to be, or they don't mind their kids, you know. It's like everybody wants to be a rapper or a basketball player.
Because that's all they know and what they've seen and been exposed to. Ain't nobody trying to get inspired to be an electrician.
Right.
And that's where the coins is at. And the coins is everywhere. Just not here.
Listen, I didn't say it. Come on, moving along.
Moving all along. Shout out to Wes.
We can delete this.
Oh, the girl was in it? Okay. So let's get into, I was going to talk about Biggie's daughter, but she got, what you call them together? Diddy. Talk about that motherfucker. We don't talk. I'm tired of defending him, all this and that. How you gonna have me show a bad boy show for my dad and I don't even get a goddamn ticket and stuff like that? She didn't
get a ticket, or
she didn't get a ticket to the show.
So I guess her other siblings got a ticket.
Yeah, she was like, he don't really do nothing for my family and none of that stuff. So later she deleted the tweets.
Did anybody really think that he did?
Hey, not the way Puffy been dancing when talking about Bad Boy and Biggie and stuff like that.
But I think anybody who knows Puffy knows that Puffy is all about Puffy. Look what Puffy did, Kevin. Look what Puffy did to all of the acts that came out that he.
The bad. Oh my God! Everybody had a Tony Braxton deal back in the day.
Yes, come on. I mean, Puffy was all for himself.
And they broke, and they. Oh, I feel bad for them.
Puffy made money off of those people and sent them on their way. None of those groups, B5, what is it, Make Band, none of them are. None of them. All of them are forgotten about. Why? But who hasn't been forgotten about? Puffy. He has changed his name about 13,000 times since 1997, and he is still relevant today. And he's not only made himself so relevant, he has a vodka out. Ciroc is a vodka, right? Is it a vodka?
Yeah, he's a spokesperson.
Right. Well, listen. He's the spokesperson of a vodka, and even if Diddy never started a band up ever again, he is never going to be broke because everybody buys Ciroc.
Making a band was my shit.
Everybody buys Ciroc. Everybody buys Ciroc.
You know, I stopped buying Ciroc.
Never going to go broke.
Because I started doing the math, $35 a bottle. Bitch, that's a lot of money.
Let me tell you something. Some people don't care about the math. They just want a bottle.
Hey.
As long as they can get that bottle, they don't care about the math.
Yes, I used to go crazy over that stuff.
Shit, start doing the math on some of these restaurants that we go to.
Hey.
What the fuck? Why am I paying this much for this? When I can go to Wendy's and get it for twice the price. You know what I mean? But that's, you know what Judge Million says on the People Court? It's America. And you don't have to like the prices. It's up to you whether or not you're going to pay for it or not.
Yes, you can go right to the market and get the same shit. If you made your own meals for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and stuff, you would save so much money. But, hey, like he said, it's America.
It's America.
But Biggie's daughter said that, I guess, you know, whoever called, I'm about to say Tupac called her. Diddy called her and smoothed it all out, and she tweeted. She deleted those tweets and was just saying, like, you know, she needed that phone call and to get some things straight. Because she's like, I haven't talked to him in years. He don't do nothing for us. And I'm tired of putting up a front for him. Why the fuck I don't have tickets for my own dad's concert?
But why did it take for her to go on that rant for him to reach out?
He wanted
but
to
then
get
again,
his image.
it's Diddy. So
yeah. And I didn't see it until somebody said, Kevin, talk about that. And I was like, okay, well, let me Google it. Put her name in. She came right on up, bam, just like.
Take a little questions. But have you ever done any dominatrix?
I'm Beyonce.
Have you ever done any dominatrix? Because you like it.
Beyonce.
Have you ever let somebody handcuff you? With you? Listen, If I ever see you in some black leather, okay?
I have to lose another 35 pounds.
Wait a minute. In order for you to like that, you have to have tried that.
I'm not going to talk about that, okay? Just keep trying.
That is crazy, Kevin. I can imagine you bent over with a ball in your mouth saying beat.
I didn't say I do that.
That's dominatrix when they put the stuff in your mouth and they tie you up like
I
that.
didn't say I did that.
Oh, but you did to somebody. You better go
You're going to
ahead.
assassinate my character.
I'm not assassinating anything.
You tried it.
I don't get into that. I don't. You can tie me up. No. Well.
But if somebody gonna tie you up, it has to be somebody you trust.
Yeah, no, I don't. But you know what?
Just can't.
But see, Kevin, you know what it is with me? I am such a physical person that I like to touch. And if I can't touch you, then
Let them tease you.
I don't know. You tease me. You can tease me with my hands free. You don't got to tease me with my hands tied up. I don't like that. I don't like that. Don't handcuff me. Don't blindfold me, because I need to see who else is in this room and who may and may not be taking pictures.
But you don't got to be blindfolded to be dominated.
But I'm saying, like, some people like that kinky stuff. Like, if I, like last
And
season,
you never had
I would have
blindfold?
never. Fuck no, I don't play that shit. Blindfold for what? I like to see everything, and I'm also one of those people that I don't need the lights off. The lights can stay on while we in here having sex, because I want to see what's going on.
Well, especially if you don't know.
Well, first of all,
I'm not saying you.
I was about to say, because I ain't never had sex with nobody I didn't know.
You sure?
I'm positive, because everybody I had sex with, I'm going to call them the next day and I know where you live at. What the fuck is going on up in here? I'm starting to itch and scratch. I need to find out now. I'm saying, if that is to happen, I need to know who I can go to.
Oh, I needed a shot over there in
If
that
I
corner.
start scratching and itching,
Ow!
I need to know who I can call. You got me over here scratching and itching. I can't go to work. I work at hospital.
But they'll be able to help you as soon as you get there.
And you know when you go behind the room, they start asking you questions. Well, are you sexually active? You tell them, yeah. But do you like men or women? And you tell them, but you take it in the butt. I know you're a butt.
Oh, dear Mimi.
They act, yeah, they're fucking Mimi.
And shout out to Mimi on Empire, because she's gone and Camilla's gone. Empire, there's so much going on, child. You know we got to get back into this show, right?
Yeah, I have to.
Okay. But, you know, I've been watching it. The songs, I don't know about the songs too much. I'm not feeling them all like that. But now that Camille and Mimi is dead, we're going to have a new, like, I think they're revamping this shit because they knew that the girls wasn't really into this new season like that. So hopefully it gets this way better on Empire. But yeah, I'm excited to see what's going on with the other girls on Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
When K. Michelle comes back, when Stevie J comes back, who was the big girl with the teeth? Like I want to know who she was.
Oh, and there's a transsexual coming back? Yes.
Yes, it's going to be so good. And I'm glad you said the right word because I'm looking like what? But yeah, it's going to be good. Because you know, I don't need nobody knocking on this door. Well, it's the truth. So,
listen. You saw? I said it.
Listen. Yes, we're gonna have a transgender on the show. Well, that's what you meant, a transgender. That's what, yeah, transgender.
Okay, transgender.
Transgender. We're gonna have a transgender on the show, and at first I thought Tammy threw a drink in her face.
No, she
but it was the other
the
girl.
other girl's face.
Because she said that your man is he's very homophobic and all of that stuff.
Which he is.
I don't know nothing about that.
But a lot of them are.
Yeah, until
saying
they get along with you. And then you tell them what the tea is, and they're like, oh, I don't care. But then when their friends find out, I mean, as long as their friends don't know, then everything is cool.
Oh, no, until they hit you up at 12 o'clock in the morning looking for their girlfriend. Texting you, so-and-so with you at 12 o'clock in the morning. No, she not with me. Oh, my bad. I thought she was with you. What's up with you, though?
That's what they do.
What's up with you, though? Nothing, chilling. Oh, that's what's up.
And then
I was on your Instagram, and I saw you with that outfit on. Stop playing. Would you liked it? No, it was all right. Whoa, what's going on here? That's how they think. Ladies, you better check your man's phone. I'm telling you right now. They will, and they'll hit you up and they'll tell something weird. It's so and so with you, and so and so laying right next to them asleep. Babe, I'll be right back. I gotta make a run real quick, and they at your house, at your best friend who's the transsexual's house, getting head. Kevin, am I lying?
Happens all the time.
All the time. I'm telling you, ladies.
It's true.
It's true. And they be the hardest.
If most men, if they could get away with it, if they could get away with it, they and nobody won't know, and they won't get embarrassed by it.
I tell these girls all the time, the girls that I be with, creeping hours from straight men are around 10 p.m.
Sundown.
Around 10 p.m. to, let's say, 2:30 in the morning. That's creeping hours for them. And I don't mean creeping for women. I mean creeping for men.
Around your way.
Yeah, because it's the area. Yeah. Let me tell you something.
Stroll.
There are some, and I have driven by and seen some men pull over for them. Okay?
Married.
I don't know about married because I don't know all that. But I'm just saying, like, some young, and then they always pulling up in their tinted cars. Some of them got the tinted windows and things like that. What?
You scaring too many girls.
I'm just saying.
We were supposed to just talk about love and hip hop.
You gotta scare them. You know why you gotta scare them? Because when shit go down, they always say, no, not even when shit go down. They always blaming everything on the gays. On the gays, yeah, and then not realizing that the man that they laying with is running around with the gays.
Girl, these girls gonna be looking at they been funny tonight. I bet you they, you know what?
And that's just like I still don't believe that. I don't. It's not that I don't believe. I know. I know that AIDS was not a gay man's disease.
No, it's not. It's not. But
Not
it
at
did
all.
come out of nowhere.
It did. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, y'all. God, you are amazing. He really is. He is so awesome because by us talking about AIDS. So you know I was telling you about that series a few videos ago about the series called the 70s and the 60s on CNN. Well, now there's a new season called the 80s. Last week, it started, the new season, which was the 80s, it started off and they were talking about the television and how the shows from the 1980s, how they, changed pop culture and the way you watch TV. And that was a really good episode. If y'all didn't watch it, because I think every fucking television show from the 1980s was featured on this 2-hour episode. Wow. It was really, really good. Like, and then as you're watching, you're like, oh my God. You don't even realize that a lot of these shows was in the 80s, because when you're young, you're like, but a lot of these shows, classic shows, were in the 80s. It was just amazing. So you have to watch it. But tonight's episode, because it comes on every Thursday, and I think it comes on every Thursday at 9. Tonight's episode on CNN. Tonight's episode of the 80s, it talks about the AIDS epidemic and how it started. And it's funny because it broke out, it really became big in the 80s. And when it first broke out, they were calling it this unknown cancer because they didn't know what it was. Because a lot of people were catching it, and some people thought that it was cancer that people had, particularly a lot of gay men. They thought it was some sort of rare cancer. You have to watch it. It's going to be really, 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 really good. So if you can check out, wait, this video is not going to be up by then. But
when?
Tonight at 9 o'clock.
Oh,
yeah, it's not going to be up.
About it, Instagram.
Yeah, well, listen, okay, so when you do finally watch this, if you have on demand, you can check out, go on your on demand CNN, and type in, I guess, the 80s. I don't know if the new episodes will be up this early on, but look out for it. Every Thursday at 9 p.m. on CNN, it chronicles different events, big events that happened during the decade of the 1980s. It's a really, really good show, and I can't wait to watch it, and I think that you should record it. If you can't watch it tonight, you should at least record it so you can watch it, because you're going to find it very, very interesting.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't watch Scandal no more this season, so I feel like I'm still behind. I can watch it.
I mean, I haven't seen Scandal in about 5 seasons, so I think I stopped watching the second season. I was done. Like, once I started getting real stupid, I just got done with it.
I missed the stories within the stories.
Right.
Scandal.
Once it became soap opera, when it was who's sleeping with who, and Millie and Fitz and all these people sleeping, and the baby dying, and Fitz kicking the first baby out of the White House. Like, in which world is this? In the world of Shonda Rhimes. Okay? Because, like, this is not even real. But, yeah. But this season of House of Cards is really good. The 4th season,
into it.
Yes. I'm more into it than I was the 3rd season, because the 3rd season was real slow for me, y'all. I'm sure some of y'all, it was real slow. But the 4th season, I think I'm almost done, because I think I'm on episode 8. And it'd be like 12 episodes, but it is really good. Let me tell you something. I'm not throwing no shots because y'all know I love Hillary Clinton and I'm voting for her for president. For those of you that don't like it, and please spare Kevin the comments in the comment box. And why is he supporting her? Because he don't want to read that shit. Because y'all know I ain't reading it. He don't want to read that, so spare him those comments. But I really do see Hillary and Bill, the modern day, the actual Frank and Claire Underwood. Not in a corrupt kind of way, but just in that political.
Is Claire running for president now?
Well, there's a lot. I ain't gonna say nothing, but there's a lot of shit going on. There's a lot of undermining. They are now undermining each other. Like, bitch.
Don't even say no more. I gotta get into you.
You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me. No, bitch, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me. I don't need you. Like, whoa.
Is he still rolling in the basement?
Is he still what?
Rolling in the basement on that machine?
I ain't gonna tell you what happened. I'm not gonna tell you what happened. I ain't gonna tell you what happened. But I will say this. Somebody got shot.
One of them?
Somebody got shot. I'm not gonna say who. Somebody got shot. And somebody died too.
Wait a minute, one of the main characters? Shut up!
Somebody from the first season when they was
I just gotta get back into it.
But yeah, if you haven't watched House of Cards, even if you can get on Netflix and watch all 4 seasons. To me, by far, the best season to me by far was the first season. The first and second season. The third season is a little slow. It really, to me, it's a little slow.
Yeah, that's the third season was slow to me. Orange is the New Black. I didn't even finish it.
I stopped watching it in the middle of the first season.
No, it was good.
Yeah, but I just couldn't really get into it. Like I laughed at some parts, but I could not really I couldn't catch the flow of the show. Like I couldn't figure out if it was a comedy or a drama. Like what is this? Yeah, I couldn't really get into it. So I kind of, I went away from that shit real fast. I didn't even buy my ticket for that cruise.
What cruise?
The Orange is the New Black cruise. I didn't buy my ticket for that cruise. I let that ship sail right on by. If you see me walking down the
And that's the song she came out to.
Ooh, yeah, cool. Yeah. And I started.
No,
yes,
it was,
you know, but you know what's so crazy?
Go ahead.
For those of you that don't know about Dionne Warwick, that female is not only a legend, as we all know, but she broke some records in the 60s and 70s when she was doing her music. Like, you gotta really look up in her, because I mean, you don't really hear too much about her because of people like Aretha and Gladys and Patty and on her. But Dionne was breaking records in her day. Mother was breaking records. That's why she walks out saying, hey. And I saw Sissy sit next to her too.
It looked like she was ready to go to bed.
She was ready to go to bed. Sissy's 80 what? 3 years old. She's ready to go to bed. 82, 83. She's ready to go to bed. Both of them ready to go to bed. And I know one out of two of them had a life alert on.
Yeah. And it was Cece. I mean, Sissy.
Somebody
Dionne was ready to have fun.
Yeah, Dionne's one.
Anytime you walk out, hey.
I'll send you a ride, girl. Why you ain't coming? Cause I'm
coming tonight. Yeah.
You too old for that,
Take
Dionne.
Sissy home. Make sure she locked the door.
Dionne, you too old. Don't worry about what I'm doing, Sissy. Fuck you. You're not those old. No, fuck you.
And they talk just.
Fuck you. You've been doing that for years. You need to go the hell up. You need to mind your damn business. I ain't got no kids. Don't you talk to me like that. That's how those old women talk. They do. And Sissy got the nerve to be a mother of the church telling somebody, fuck you. Mother, Sissy used to. Woo! Don't get me wrong, some of the mothers at my church are out of control too. But yeah.
Is that at the church? During church.
No, that's it's time to cut. It's time to cut the camera. Alright, we're done, because I've been done.
He's like, you know I can't stand that bitch anyway.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
But some of the mothers are.
Him and his first lady, when they get together, Jack.
That's outside the church.
Inside church.
We cut up outside the church.